Hello guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing two videos. First video is this individual review. Second video, I'm not going to do a list today. I am in mood for doing a morning thoughts episode, just normal talk and stuff. I'll talk about this hobby, of mine and this work line. It's basically something I've been doing almost for a decade. So I want to talk about it, just if you want to listen to. But this particular episode, let's do the last fragrance of this month that I bought. Not last, the last one that's the remaining from the remaining ones, which I didn't review. I got this for more than like maybe 7-10 days, so I got plenty of chances, but I didn't actually get to review this. So this is from the Lattafa's Maison Alhambra line. It's called Exquisite, EDP, and Prive. Previously, I think I covered Exquisite, which was something in line with maybe Dior Intense-ish. Okay, kind of like, it was not that great, but it was okay, not bad for the price. These are very affordable, maybe 20 something dollars. I forgot actually the price. Okay, so this is the packaging. It looks okay, not bad. It has this pattern design of the Maison Alhambra logo. The back, it has that authenticity, this thing. I don't know what you call that thing, the sticker thing. Anyway, so holographic sticker label. Okay, so this is 100 ml EDP, which I like. 100 ml is good. And the bottle looks just like the previous one. It's a heavy glass base. Here you see it's very thick, so very heavy bottle. And the juice color inside, it's perhaps you can see almost like Dior Intense color, kind of amber colored juice. Okay, and the cap has some detailing. I don't mind the bottle. It looks simple, but looks nice. Okay, so the cap, it's quite heavy. Clicks into place. No, it does have a grip. Atomizer, not the best. It has this much distribution. So I'm wearing this fragrance for some time. Let's just go a few more sprays. This fragrance, I got plenty of time to actually check out, and I don't know why I didn't do earlier. Many people asked me to do this because they're interested to buy this bottle. I don't know if they did already in Bangladesh. So you can find this. You can find this for any shop. If you ask where I got it from, you can find these probably in Senzone page, where someone asked recently, are you a brand ambassador with the page? In Bangladesh, if you know a little bit about fragrance game and community, nobody is a brand ambassador of anything, because people work on their own. People are not sponsored here, and people don't do anything for people, so it's out of the question. Okay, so I buy my fragrance. Sometimes if I receive something as a gift, I do disclose it. So basically, this perfume is a take on this very popular fragrance called Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive. Okay, you can see the similarity, very spot on. Like even the color combination, they gives kind of similar vibe. But the Givenchy's Gentleman line is like this. Okay, and the back looks like that. It's a very expensive fragrance. I would say so, because for me, anything over $70-80, it is expensive. Some of you may say in USA, like, hey man, 40, 50, 70, 80, within $100, it's all cheapies or budget, because those countries are richer. Our country, we are poorer. So our country, if anything is over 35 bucks, we start immediately thinking, oh, it's that expensive zone. So this is not very expensive, but it's affordable. And is it a good replacement of that? Okay, and this one, just mind you one other thing, this fragrance is considered as a better alternative among other ones of Dior Intense. Okay, I don't find them to be similar, but definitely there's iris connection, and the Givenchy gives me a little bit of a pure malt vibe. So DHI meets pure malt, kind of like that. But the Givenchy is definitely affordable, more affordable. The DHI now is ridiculous pricing, almost double. So should you get this, or should you stick to this like more expensive bottle? Is this overall, if price is not an issue, is this a better fragrance? Yes, this is a better fragrance with so much better longevity. Let me just clarify this, because I'm not going to review this here again. This is a great fragrance. I'm wearing this here. It's just buttery smooth. It's sweet. It definitely has a little bit of spicy kick, and I can definitely see why people like this so much. This is very popular among the youth. Okay, and I find this fragrance very long lasting on me, especially in winter when I wore this. Yeah, it gives me decent longevity, but doesn't beat Dior Intense. But expect that for half the price. Givenchy does its job very well. So I prefer that fragrance if money is not an issue. But to many people, money is an issue. Why? Because not everybody can afford 80, 90, $100 perfumes, right? So as an alternative, this fragrance is very decent, especially when this fragrance, when you initially spray, the opening is very beautiful, and the opening reminds me strongly of the Givenchy, okay, Reserve Prive. Very, very sweet, and I had high hopes for this to continue for at least 1 hour. I would be so happy. But unfortunately, that opening blast of sweetness, it's very quickly it goes away. That lipstick iris thing goes away very, very quickly, and what you're remaining with, little bit of a cacao like feel. It's like a warm, gourmand, sweet, that kind of a fragrance, and it's mild. 2 to 3 hours, good hours. That's it. After that, it's very, very light on skin. So performance is not grand. Okay, but if you bought this, let's say for 20 something bucks, okay, and you have this in the corner. I keep saying, I don't know why, the corner of your office desk, and you can just respray every day. You come back and like you come to the office, or after have the lunch break, and you just refresh yourself with it. This will come back. 2 to 3 hours, it will come back after that. So for that, I would say you need to respray twice or 3 times per day. Okay, so in that way, not great news. The performance is not crazy, but 2 to 3 hours, I don't mind. If this one had more oil concentration, which they could put, many Lattafas they do have, but they didn't. So I don't know. Maison Alhambra, not all of them are weak performers. Okay, so this is not weak. This is moderate. Okay, so which season or which occasion I see this wearing? Maybe after evening, I get a little bit like 3.5 hours, because the sun is not there, the humidity is not there. So yes, after evening, stay indoors, AC, you'll get like a nice scent bubble, soft scent bubble around you for 1.5 hours like that. And when people come close to you, give you a hug or something, they will smell it on the shirt. So wear more on the shirt. If you do have hair, you spray on your hair, it will stay longer there. I'm telling you, I'm not like just making this up, or just because I have longer hair now, that's why I'm saying this to just show off or something. No, I'm not bragging, but I notice women, they usually spray on their hair, and they have excellent longevity throughout the day. And I do. I'm not going to say I was going to say I like to follow the scent trail of women. No, not like that. But there is this thing. If you're a man, like a straight man, you always find something beautiful about women. The hair, how they do their eyelashes or eyeliner, I don't know. So there's this tiny little thing. Sometimes in these details, I just love their shoes, or sometimes the lipstick they wear. So the movie Scent of Woman, so it's something romantic. At the same time, it's a natural attraction, right? So I find that very attractive. And if you really struggle with longevity, I suggest, if you have hair, spray on your hair. Unless you have a chemical reaction or allergic reaction, don't do it. But wear more on the shirt. That will solve a little bit of the issue. And you can carry a decant. That will solve the issue permanently. So evening time, dating scenario, and this one doesn't smell bad. I'm not going to say compared to this is the Givenchy. This is more sweeter, less spice, and there's no booziness in this. There is a slight bit of iris in the opening, which goes away after 10-15 minutes. This fragrance has plenty of it. If you can afford it, I would suggest go and buy this instead of buying 5 or 6 bottles of it, because this will meet your craving. If you can get 150 or 200 ml, whatever the big bottle, it will serve you very well. I'm preferring this by far. But if your money doesn't allow you, you can opt for this next best thing. It's inspired, I would not say one-on-one. It's inspired by the Givenchy. It smells pretty nice. It throughout the shelf like a life cycle. This one is not going to disappoint you for the smell, at least. Okay, if you go, I'll tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of the one EDP. I am showing you the EDT here. Such a great fragrance, the amber, the tropical fruit punch and all that, the cigar, the tobacco. But that one always makes you feel the EDT EDP. I wish that lasted longer. That's the one, not regret, one like people rue, like I don't know what you call that thing, people just wish they had it. This is the only thing. If this one lasted 4 or 5 hours, I would say excellent fragrance. It's very confidently go and buy this. You will not regret it. You may regret it if you have only about 25 bucks and you spent it on a fragrance which is weak on you, and you didn't get performance, then you'll be very disappointed. Let's say, for example, Royal Blend Nero, this fragrance is the Shagha, those the Cares, Care Pistachio or Khamra, Decant, they are beast mode activated, right? So I can say, yes, you're gonna buy that and you're gonna get excellent performance. So keep that in mind. I keep emphasizing on that. The performance could be a thing which could be a negative for you. Okay, apart from that, it's kind of safe, it's nice, it's sweet, and it's like very nice common DNA. You smell Dolce & Gabbana one, a little bit of Dior Intense, a little bit of Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive, all in this. Just that the oomph, That's it. So overall, it's a good fragrance, decent fragrance, no issue about it. I like the smell. For the smell, I'll give it 8. Overall, I rate this fragrance like a 7 out of 10. Many Lattafas got so much more than 7 in my channel, because I was always happy. Let's say I did Khanjar, I did what I'm looking at the boxes and remember the name, the precious stone or the classic stone. They always like made me confident. If I put it on, half the day I don't have to reapply. Okay, like Masa. This fragrance I have to reapply. That's the one reason I feel maybe it deserves a 7. It's a decent fragrance. Okay, I test it, you'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do a special video, at least in my book. I have had sort of like a roller coaster day. I was kind of lost for a while, but let's talk about it in the next episode. Take care. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.